The new Moto G Plus is available unlocked, so you can use it on any major carrier. It's one of the first new Moto G phones with a sleek metal design. You'll never miss a shot with the most advanced camera in its class. It focuses in the blink of an eye with dual autofocus pixels. The battery lasts all day and it charges fast too. With the included Turbo Power charger, you'll get up to 6 hours of power in just 15 minutes. Plus, the blazing fast octa-core processor gives you smooth app performance and stutter-free playback of your favorite games and videos. And forget about entering passcodes. With the fingerprint reader, you can instantly unlock the phone or make a purchase. The new Moto G Plus. Captivating design, unlimited performance.
An iPhone 8 Plus is pointed at a campfire. Its view lifts to an evening sky. As the view pans over constellations and celestial bodies, augmented reality labels and outlines fade in and out.
Welcome to the dawn of a new era in smartphones, one full of power and possibility. Introducing the Huawei Mate 9. Beautifully crafted handsets, packed with our latest technology and built around you. With the most powerful Kirin processor ever, everything on your phone is smoother, faster, and more responsive. A 180% increase in the GPU performance makes pushing the limits even more enjoyable. And our smart machine learning algorithm means your phone won't slow down, even after 18 months. So you're always in control, no matter what the task at hand. Experience more power with a large battery that gives you 2 days on the go. And with the Huawei Supercharge, 20 minutes gives you enough power to last the whole day. Capture your world with our second-generation Leica dual camera and optical image stabilization. Shoot clearer images, even at night or on the move. Get closer with hybrid zoom. And create better bokeh, even after the moment has passed. The new smartphone era has arrived. Huawei Mate 9. A step ahead.
Welcome to the iPhone X. With the iPhone X, the device is the display. It features an all-new 5.8-inch Super Retina screen with the first OLED multi-touch display in an iPhone. There are two options for memory capacity, 64 GB and 256 GB. There is no slot for an SD card, but the device is compatible with iCloud. The iPhone X uses a nano SIM card only and is not compatible with micro SIM cards. It is powered by the A11 Bionic chip with 64-bit architecture, neural engine, and embedded M11 Motion coprocessor, which basically means it's very fast and can power augmented reality experiences in games and apps. The lithium-ion battery supports up to 21 hours of talk time, 12 hours of internet, and is fast charge capable, meaning you can get up to 50% charge in 30 minutes. The iPhone X is constructed with the most durable glass ever on an iPhone. The glass is used on both the front and the back, which enables wireless charging. It has an IP67 rating for water and dust resistance. The screen has an oleophobic coating to help resist fingerprints. The rear cameras have optical image stabilization and fast lenses for taking pictures and videos in low light. The wide-angle and telephoto cameras enable both optical and digital zoom of up to 10 times for photos and 6 times for videos. A tiny space at the top of the phone houses sophisticated technology that is unique to the iPhone X, including depth-sensing cameras that use facial mapping to optimize selfies, and sensors that enable Face ID. With Face ID, you can unlock your phone just by looking at it. Face ID even uses machine learning to sense when you change your hairstyle or grow a beard. But don't worry, it won't unlock your phone with a picture of your face. The iPhone X runs on iOS 11, which has new features and capabilities like the all-new App Store and more camera filters. Portrait mode uses the dual cameras to create depth of field that keeps your subject sharp while creating a beautifully blurred background. You can also add impressive studio quality lighting effects to your portrait mode images. The True Depth camera in iPhone X even lets you take a selfie in portrait mode. There's a little bit of a learning curve with the iPhone X because you no longer have the home button interface. This means there are new gestures and key combinations to learn to operate the device and navigate through and between applications. You can wake up the iPhone X with a tap of the screen. Once inside, the first thing you will notice is that the home button has been replaced with the home indicator located at the bottom of the screen. Simply swipe up from the home indicator to navigate home. Swipe up and hold to access the app switcher, where recent apps are displayed. Swipe through and select an app switcher card to navigate between recent apps. To close an app, either swipe up from the card or tap and hold on a card and tap the minus sign that appears on the top left of each card. To access the Control Center, swipe down from the upper right corner of the screen. Use 3D Touch by applying firm pressure on a compatible app to bring up the Quick Actions menu. Once enabled in settings, you can utilize the Reachability feature for one-handed access to items at the top of the screen. When it comes to accessories, no surprises here. The same accessories we've seen with previous iPhone models: a wall plug adapter, charging cable, and earpods with Lightning connector.
Got to own it, just like a boss. In my zone, yeah, gon' show it all. It's just so effortless, so effortless. It's just so effortless. Hashtag blessed. We make it look easy, we make it look good. When everybody sees it, they stop and take a look. So celebrate yourself, celebrate. So celebrate yourself. You can't resist, don't even try. Magnificent, ain't gonna lie. It's just so effortless, so effortless. We feel so fun, I must confess. We make it look good, we make it look good. We make it look easy, we make it look good. When everybody sees it, they stop and take a look. So celebrate yourself, celebrate. So celebrate yourself, it's gonna feel so great. We make it look good, we make it look good.
This is the LG G6, and honestly, I think it's really good. I mean, look, it's got this huge, tall screen. It's got a couple of cameras on the back, so you know what? I'm gonna give it an award. Congratulations, LG. You get a participation award. Now, I know this seems really mean, but I don't mean it to be mean, and let me explain why. Now, the LG G6 is the first of the major 2017 flagship phones, and to make it, LG did the right thing by making a huge, big, tall screen on it. It is 18:9 aspect ratio, so it's twice as tall as it is wide, and that offers a bunch of interesting software opportunities, which we can get into. But the basics of this screen are just really good. It's bright, it has Dolby HDR if you care about that sort of thing, but more importantly to me is the bezels are really, really small, and the screen is flat, which means you're not going to get rogue touches from like you might get on a Galaxy S7 or an S8 where it wraps around the side. bottom line, LG just did a really good job making a really big, beautiful screen the centerpiece of this phone. So let's talk about the rest of the hardware of this phone. And what you need to know is it's all about glass. It's a glass back, it's a glass front. It's actually 3 different kinds of Gorilla Glass on it. And it looks fine. I did get a tiny hairline crack on the back, but I don't think that'll happen for most people. I'm just really hard on phone hardware, I guess. The power button is here on the back. It's a little bit small. It's the same thing as the fingerprint sensor, and I kind of don't like it. It's a little bit fiddly. I never know if I'm turning the phone on or off. It just takes a while to get used to because LG phones act a little bit differently than other phones. But for me, the bottom line is this is just really simple, handsome hardware, nothing crazy about it. I think it looks good. I think it's really unassuming and nice. And also, honestly, it's a little bit unassuming on the inside too. The processor is a Snapdragon 821, which yes, isn't the latest and greatest processor, but it's plenty fast. I've never had any real problems with it. I think you'll be happy with it. It's got 4 gigs of RAM, sure, and it's only got 32 gigs of storage in the US, but it is expandable via micro SD card. The other thing to know is that the battery inside this is 3,300 milliamps, which should be enough. It's not crazy, but nobody wants crazy stuff now because that might make the phone explode. But I have found that I'm having a hard time getting through a full day with this thing. Now, I do use phones a lot, so it might be that you will be fine, but I'm finding that in the afternoon, I do need to check and see how I'm doing. The good news is that it supports Qualcomm Quick Charge over USB-C, and in the US it has wireless charging, so you can top up when you need to. So if there's one place where you would expect LG to bring the gimmicks, it would be in the camera. And yep, there are 2 cameras here, but LG actually held itself back a little bit. Here's what you need to know. They're both 13 megapixel sensors, so you don't get a huge quality difference when you switch between them. One is normal and one is 125-degree wide angle. I don't love the wide angle look. I don't like the distortion that you get sometimes, but if it's your thing, it might be fine. My favorite feature is actually not the cameras, it's this tall screen. They've got an app that lets you take Instagram photos and preview them right away or build these neat little layouts. But what you should really care about is the quality, and the quality is pretty good, but not mind-blowing. It works okay in low light, it's got optical image stabilization, but I haven't had one of those pictures that's like, oh my God, I can't believe I took this picture with a phone moments. And if this thing is gonna compete with the Google Pixel and the Galaxy S8 and the iPhone 7, it really needs a standout feature, and the cameras are not that standout feature. And speaking of things that don't stand out, I really don't like LG's software. It's called LG UX 6.0, and it is more toned down than what we used to get from LG, but it still just feels kind of junky. LG does this thing where they want to put everything on the home screen without an app drawer. It does this ugly stretching thing when you scroll over to the edge of the home screen. It actually hides a bunch of settings, which normally I would like, but there are a bunch of settings that you need, like putting the little notification button down here by the main row since you can't swipe down on the power button, or turning on knock-on so that you can activate the home screen just by tapping the screen. That's stuff that you need in order to make an LG phone work, and it's buried. In general, I'm just not impressed, and it just feels like LG is still skinning phones for skinning's sake, and I wish they'd stop. Oh, and one more thing. This phone, you're probably gonna buy it from carriers, and depending on which carrier you buy it from, you're gonna get the standard payload of crapware. Okay, so after all that, let's talk about that joke I made at the top, the participation award. It's really mean, but listen, there are only a few top-tier companies that deserve your attention right now when it comes to flagship phones. Samsung, Apple, Google, and now LG. Just getting on that shortlist is a really big accomplishment, and LG should feel proud. But the thing is, with phones like the S8 about to come out and the Google Pixel already there, LG needs something that makes it really stand out from the pack, and I just don't see that here. This is a pretty good phone, but for $700 or so, you deserve something better than pretty good. Like, why do I have Farm Hero Saga? Do you want Panda Pop? I don't want Panda Pop. Why do pandas need to pop in the first place? Pandas shouldn't pop. That's like scary and gross. They should just like be pandas and eat eucalyptus. They shouldn't explode on your phone. Also, juice jam? Really? Pick one. It's either juice and you drink it, or it's jam and you put it on toast. You don't want both. Juice jam.
We live our lives through our phones. They're now our screens of choice to enjoy everything from TV shows to mind-blowing games. But smartphones still look the same as they did a decade ago. Buttons, bezels, and frames that all get in our way. Until now. Unbox your phone. Samsung Galaxy S8. The new Infinity display gives you an incredible full-screen experience, yet fits comfortably in your hand. We created it by reorganizing the phone's interior, making components smaller without sacrificing performance, and embedding the home button under the screen. We created the beautifully curved edge display and also erased the bezels to give you more space for the things that matter, creating a level of immersion you see and feel. Even games and movies are completely different with the Infinity Display's cinematic full-screen experience. And a bigger screen gives you the room to multitask seamlessly. The Galaxy S8 also presents a whole new way to interact with your phone, like Bixby.
Bixby, capture the screen and text it to Jane.
Bixby gets smarter and more intuitive with every use. And if you find something you like, Bixby analyzes it and provides information without having to type a single word. Bixby evolves as it learns your routine, so you'll have the right content just when you need it. Bixby also gives you information on what you're looking at and will recommend places to go. We constantly push ourselves to give you technology that makes your life easier. The ability to unlock your phone with one finger or even with your face, and secure your most important files with your eyes. Samsung DeX provides you a PC-like experience right from your phone. The camera is even better. It always focuses on your face, so you get perfect selfies every time. It also takes sharp, beautiful pictures in low light, and now it's even easier to zoom in. And of course, the Galaxy S8 is still water resistant, so water doesn't get in the way of your day. The new Galaxy S8 connects you to a new world of experiences. The new Gear VR has a motion-sensing wireless controller that makes navigating your virtual world simpler and more intuitive. And paired with the new Gear 360, the Galaxy S8 lets you live broadcast in 360, so you can share your most memorable moments in real time. The Galaxy S8 will take you beyond the limits of any phone you've ever known before. Unbox your phone. Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. The phone that defined big just got bigger. Introducing the new Samsung Galaxy Note 8. Its design has evolved with a bigger Infinity display, yet it fits perfectly in your hand. It refines your experience and redefines what you can do with a phone.
Okay, just 1 sec.
S Pen allows you to go further. Write down a memo while you're on a call, so you don't miss a thing.
Is anything else?
Are you getting all this?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, baby.
Translate and convert at the tip of the pen. There can be words you don't agree with, but never words you don't understand. The S Pen also opens a whole new way to communicate. Create your own live message to express yourself in fun and unique ways. You can now start your day organized with reminders. And just double tap to edit again. Unlock the artist in you and bring to life what you can only imagine. The S Pen is also water resistant, which means it's ready whenever your ideas strike.
Where are you? I'm here. Okay, I'll send it to you now.
You can even capture your screen and add your thoughts, so your friends know exactly what you're thinking about. The Note 8 has a more advanced camera. It brightens your journey even under low light conditions. And with the new dual camera, not only do you get an outstanding portrait, but it also reveals the hidden story and freely adjusts the background to focus on what really matters. Note 8 also has optical image stabilization on both cameras. Get closer, even on the move. It will keep steady to take a clear photo. And with 2x optical zoom, easily capture the scene without missing a single detail. With Samsung DeX, you can have a PC-like experience from your phone to your monitor. You can also launch 2 apps at once on the big screen to conveniently go through your everyday routines. No matter where, immerse yourself in every situation.
Hey Bixby, call me an Uber to go home.
Bixby understands your commands. And it also translates and provides the information you need without typing a single word. With the Infinity display, enjoy the full cinematic experience wherever you want. The phone that defined big just got bigger.